Okay, we're still doing the rough sanding of the hood. One of the things I did wrong on my last fiberglass hood that I made for an RJ is the sides, the actual side diameter from the here to here was a little too thin, which was just a little annoying looking. So on this one, as you can tell, I've added a lot of material between here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it up, blow it off, fix all these little divot air pockets, and then I'm going to measure and recut it with a die grinder. That way I get the proper length. Okay, so after the rough sanding, in order to fill in all the voids, I just mixed up a little bit of epoxy, put a layer on, then just took some fine fiberglass mat and just laid it on there just to kind of stabilizes all the epoxy. And then we'll do some rough sanding again. I still have to do, I just put a layer of epoxy over the front just to smooth it out. I haven't done the other side. I'm going to do the other side as soon as this kind of sets up. But you can start to see that, you know, it's flattening out. You know, just now I'm at the point now where I'm just going to keep sanding and applying and sanding and applying until I get it nice and smooth. I had a pretty good divot right there, so I had to load it up with epoxy and then just put a little piece of mat to keep it nice and straight. But I'm going to start doing the block sanding. I got a Hickok 45 in the background, but starting to fill in the air pockets on the top like I showed. There was a pretty good low spot right there, so we'll fill that in. I'm going to rough sand it out, then start block sanding it, and then I'm going to start trimming the sides down too, so that way it's at the appropriate side. My buddy's shop is filled with junk here, so. But, all right, moving on. Just put my layout lines for cutting the hood to shape. I'm just going to take a die grinder with a cutoff wheel and just go right along the tape line to get that nice and straight and to shape it out. I'll be right back. All right, and here is the piece that I actually kind of sawed off the bottom edge of the hood. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to file this under the letter L for landfill. Bye-bye. All right, moving on. All right, everything has been trimmed down, and as we can tell, the edge is nice and solid all the way around. No air pockets. It's a little thick right there. I'll just shave that down a little bit. But overall, the edges look really good. That's just rough cut with a die grinder. I didn't even sand it or anything like that. I'll clean up the corners. As you can tell, it's fairly straight for a rough cut. I'll flip the hood over right now so you can get a better look at what it actually looks like. And then there we go. So now it's just pretty much a finished work. I do have some low spots I need to touch up. I have a low spot right here. There's a low spot obviously right in here, so we'll fix that. There's a little bit of a low spot right here and right here, so we'll fix that. And then this area here gets a little too sharp. The angle's a little too sharp. It should be more round. So there's a little bit more sanding that's needed in this area. And then I'll start to coat it with just resin, like a kind of, I guess, a pseudo gel coat. And then I will start to block sand it out, get it all to final shape.